let's get to, and I want to get your take on this because I feel like we've gone too far with the foul. So Chennedy Carter's foul. It was a foul. It was not a basketball play. It should have been a flagrant one. Keep it moving. That's the way I look at it. I feel like the foul,
Absolutely.
the irony is Chicago Tribune, Angel Reese, Kennedy's teammate, got slammed by DeWanna Bonner. Now I know, now Bonner was thrown out of the game.
Alyssa Thomas.
Oh, Alyssa Thomas.
Thomas.
Sorry. It was Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas thrown out of the game. She was ejected. It was a flagrant, I think it was a flagrant 1 or flagrant 2.
Flagrant 2, so she got ejected.
Okay, so flagrant 2, thrown out of the game, not a suspension. That was a hard foul. So the league says that foul was worse. Chicago Tribune editorial department, they ain't anything to say about it. I ain't hear you say nothing. They didn't talk about that.
I'm trying to figure out who's in that room. I'm trying to figure out, Michael, who was in the room when they said, we got a hot one. We got something that's going to represent
There's pictures of them floating around. There's pictures of them floating around. You know who was in the room, Vinny.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
I'm not saying exactly who, Natalie.
No, but I'm just saying. We know who was in the room. We know who it was.
Who said, man, we got a good beat here. Like, this beat is fire.
I
want to know who came up with that one, because that was dumb.
Chennedy Carter of Chicago hits Caitlin Clark, and the Chicago Tribune says that would be assault in a different context. The Angel Reese of Chicago gets slammed, and the Chicago Tribune says nothing.
Hey, Michael, can you say something else about this hit real quick? Can you say something else real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, because I'm gonna let Natalie cook. No, because I don't want Natalie yelling at me, because I feel like she's been yelling at me this whole time. I'm joking. I'm joking. Natalie, I'm messing with you. Natalie, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Can we be honest on two things? Just two things.
Okay.
One, that was a flop. I didn't see no muscle torque from Caitlin Clark. Like, when you get hit hard, that muscle contracts, right? It just she felt contact and then boom, right? Went down. Smart play. Okay, you got the attention, you got the foul. All right, cool, right? Second part of it is, I saw something, I sent it to Gary Carter, and it wasn't Twitter. I can't think, it's like the Instagram thing. What is the Instagram version of X now? And she said basically, if she ain't got a 3-pointer, whatever it is. Like, the one thing I will say is, if you're not going to answer the question in the post game, then tweeting about it or whatever, posting about it, that's going to bring on scrutiny on that end.
It is, and I agree with that. And I want to just say that.
But it was a flop. That was a flop, and she knew it was a flop.
It was definitely a flop. And I'm glad that you said that, Vince, because I was about to say, like, I'm tired of all this shit. Like, I've been having the grace period of, tiptoeing around things, right? But, like, this is big girl basketball, okay? You're in a professional league. And this incessant need to coddle Caitlin Clark is annoying me. And the fact that I can't talk about her the way I would talk about Luka and his flopping, or James Harden and his flopping, annoys me, because if I say anything remotely critical, I am a hater. I'm a black woman hating on this white woman. And any woman, I said something, Tim Legler said the same thing, and I was hit with vitriol, and it was like, yeah, Tim Legler, you're making a good point. Like, we just gotta get past this, you know what I'm saying? Like, Caitlin Clark, first of all, because since everyone likes to put together videos of everything that's happening to her on the court, someone put together a video of all she does on the court, okay? Like, Caitlin Clark talks shit. She's a trash talker.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
And what I want to say, because I know y'all said about context, but I do think this context is important and why so many of us are responding the way we do. Because Chennedy Carter should be treated as an isolated incident. And I'm saying that because, in the NBA, there are some players that have reputations, right? There are some players that have reputations. Well, I'm not going to describe Chennedy Carter. I'm going to tell people to go do their research and look her up. She describes herself as a dog, right? And I'm saying a dog in terms of basketball, people. Like, everyone understands what I'm saying when I say that, right? And so that means different things to different people. But what I'm saying is, this does not surprise me what she did, coming from Chennedy Carter. The other thing, though, that I'm going to say is that she did speak about it. She did address the media a day or two later, and she spoke. And whether it's people think it's acceptable or not, she said, I'm not someone, I need time to gather my thoughts, and speaking in the heat of the moment probably wouldn't have been the best thing for me to do. Whether you think that's okay or not, that's what she said, and then she talked about it. But she made it very clear, like, Caitlyn elbowed her or did something physical and she reacted. And did she overreact? Sure. Should it have been a flagrant? Yes. But a hip check? We're acting like this over a hip check? Please, like, I don't get it. And she does flop. And so a lot of these videos where you see her falling to the floor, that's her trying to sell the foul. And baby, it's just not.
She got nailed by Stewie on that screen. Was that Stewie that nailed her on the screen?
But Vince, that was a screen.
I'm just saying one play. I'm not taking away your whole point.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying she got nailed on that one.
Yeah, but that's because she ran into the screen. That's more on her teammates calling it out, which we don't know if they did and she just didn't hear her. But that's not because Brianna said some crazy screen. And I just don't want typical. Listen, people who used to watch the NBA and love the physicality of the NBA understand the WNBA is a big league, okay? They play through the post. They are a big league. And all these guards, Kelsey Plum will tell you, she used to get thrown to the floor all the time. And you know what they had to do? You know what she had to do? You know what Diana had to do? They had to get their weight up. And Caitlyn will get her weight up, and she will be better. Just like we had to watch Steph Curry, the player people love to compare her to, get his weight up in the NBA, and people can't just push him around anymore like they used to. This is just part of the process, people. It's part of the process.
Well, hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.